comment, like, and subscribe. All right, hey YouTube. So some more changes to the 93 coupe. I got these parts in yesterday. These are the billet or Cobra style pedal replacements and a new dead pedal with a bracket. I got this from Neo Mustangs. You can find them on eBay. They also have a YouTube store and Instagram, Neo Mustangs. I bought stuff from before and good stuff. Not only did they give me that, but they gave me hardware to attach it as well, which is cool. And I got these. So basically you'll take a screwdriver, you'll pop this out, and this just literally pops right in place. And then I'll mount this in the car. Mine doesn't have it. Take off the rubber, put this on, take off the gas pedal, and attach this, which is the hardest part of the install. But it's gonna go on that car, not this car. And this car already did it. This is my 87. It also didn't have a dead pedal. Had to get one for it. But this is what we're gonna end up with. Even though this car has the clutch and brake pedals, the 93 only has, it's the automatic, so it only has the one brake pedal here. So we'll go over here. I'll just show you the before. And that's it. Nothing special. Just a black pedal and little gas pedal and no dead pedal over here. So I'll get this stuff put in and it'll just make it not only just look cool, it actually feels different to your foot as you're pushing on it. My biggest thing was I want a dead pedal, so when I'm driving this thing around, I got somewhere to prop my left foot. Anyway, these are pretty straightforward. I'll put them on, show what they look like. All right, so I got sidetracked. It's the next day, and going back to putting the pedals in the coupe here. So let me just turn on my light, show you. So this one was just a rubber, pull it off, put this one on. A trick I have is you get the top on, take you a flat screwdriver, go in from the side and prise it around the metal and work it all the way around, and then it's on there good and tight. And then over here, if you pull back the carpet and the trim, there should be 2 holes in here. As you can see, I've got mine. Because this is a 93, my 87 didn't have it, had to drill holes, and I've got these screws, and basically hold this up here and put the screws through it and tighten it down. It's gonna take 2 hands, so I'll go ahead and do that, and that'll bolt to the side. Before I put the screws in there, I may put a little bit like a rubber O-ring or silicone or something just to make sure that stays waterproof, and I'll put that on. It'll look like that. And then the hardest part is actually doing the gas pedal. You gotta pull the whole assembly off from up there, pull this down and do it. It's just easier to take that whole thing out and fix it, and I will go from there. But it looks like, if you look real close, it looks like my pedal is twisted and turned that way, like this arm is bent. So maybe I can adjust that too while I got it out. All right, I got this removed, and you can see if it's mounted there, it definitely was twisted to the right. So I can adjust that and bend this back so it's more straight. Before I get too far, just wanted to take this off so I can show you how it goes on. So see how this goes? This actually goes in like this, and that rod goes through here, and this pushes down on here for like support. So I'm gonna put that on real quick, and basically you just wanna drive this pin out. So I'll put this in my vise, get a punch, drive that out, and then put it in the other side. There you go. All hooked up. I even bent it so it's more over. So yeah, hopefully that's gonna work good. If it doesn't, this stuff bends pretty easy. Just put it in your vise and bend it around. But yeah, that's gonna look pretty decent. All right, finished product. Here's where we're at. Got the dead pedal, brake pedal, gas pedal. And I need to kind of glue that carpet down over there. It hangs off just a hair there. I'll try to fix that, but either way, works great. Found out why that was bent, where people tried to stomp it through the floorboard. So anyway, it works good. Looks great. I like it. All right. So as you know, I was working on the white coupe. and I did the pedals on it. And while I was in here, I was like, you know what? I haven't talked about my 88 LX hatch in a while. This is a really nice car, 48,000 original miles. I did a 331 stroker on it and some nitrous, but if you notice in here, it still has the stock pedals, and it also doesn't have a dead pedal, which is weird, but okay. So I ordered a dead pedal from Late Model Restoration. It'll be here this week. And you know how you acquire parts over the years. I actually had another set of brand new Cobra bullet style pedals that I can put in it. So when I get the dead pedal, I'll put that in. But today I'm gonna put in the clutch and brake overlays and take the stock rubber ones off, and then take the gas pedal assembly off and put this on. And it'll just be a little bit more modern looking in there and kind of cool. It's not gonna really hurt the value of the car, you know. It's not that pristine. It's nice, but it's had work done to it, so who cares, you know. Somebody changed the seats out and they put the black Corbos in it. Other than that, I did the center console change, and I'll just show you under the hood. It's got the 16-inch ponies on it, which somebody put on it because, you know, in 88 it came with 10 holes. And under here, I tried to make it look as authentic to back in the 90s as possible when we were messing with these things. I got the nitrous kit there going in the elbow. That's a Ford Explorer intake, which basically is a GT40 intake that looks stock on the top. That's a 70 throttle body, I think 70 or 75, maybe 70 throttle body, Moroso cold air, set of underdrive pulleys that were on the car when I got it. It's got this different SV radiator that was on it when I got it, and these hold downs and just normal stuff. I've got a set of BBK shorty headers on it, off-road mid-pipe. And this is a 331 stroker motor with dome pistons, like a cam. It's got like 230 duration at 50 camshaft in it. It's got a set of Ford Racing X302 heads, which are like the GT40, aluminum GT40 X heads on it. And it runs good. It made like 320 horsepower on motor, 360 torque. And with the 150 shot of nitrous, it was making like 440 horsepower and 530 torque, but it was falling off at high RPM because of my switch. And I have this spring-loaded switch there that shouldn't cut off, so I'm gonna go see Josh Kinsey at the Underground Garage here soon. We'll get a new dyno. It should be ended up about 475 horsepower. And yeah, it's really neat. This is just like a time capsule. This is what, if you were in the 90s, this was the hot setup. A 331 stroker with a nitrous kit and a 5-speed. It has a McLeod Street Pro clutch in it, which is really soft and seems to do fine. It's got Maxim Motorsports rear control arms on it and subframe connectors and all that stuff, and the mandatory 2.5-inch Flowmasters out the back. But it's a really nice car. It's clean. I like it, and it sounds awesome. Alright, so that's pretty straightforward. I always use just a small screwdriver and just wedge it over the metal pedal. But on a Foxbody, the covers are turned like this. So they're not exactly the same. One's like 180 from what the other one is. So when you go to put on the new pedals, just realize that. I'll show you what it looks like when you get those on. Looks like this. So it's like the A at the top, if you have an A, and then an upside down A, if you will. And that's it. But they work great. Now I gotta unbolt the gas pedal from the firewall, pop the wire out of the top, and then I can switch this out. It's just easier to take it out of the car and put it on a workspace table and a vise or something and drive the pin out. It's just a little easier than doing it in the car. So I may not have showed you how to get this out, but basically you take it, put it up here like this, where you can get it in, and then you just want to take something and hammer this pin out right there. And you got to give it room to grow, and since I don't care about the old pedal, I'm just going to put it up here and start hammering on it, and that knocks it loose. And then you take your punch and go down through here and drive it all the way out. It's just an interference fit. And then new one goes on pretty easy. This is going to go through the bottom where the hole goes through like this, and then this just rests on the top. See that? So now just drive the pin through, and we'll be good to go. So again, put it in your vise, hammer it down, you're good to go. All right, so today I'm working on the 93 Turbo Coupe, and I'm gonna update the trunk area. So I've got a new board there for it and rug, and in this box is a bunch of trim pieces that come for a coupe specifically. They were very hard to find. I found them on eBay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dismount my air tank here. This is what pushes on the wastegates for me. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna move everything down in here to the tunnel and clean this up, clean up some of these wires and stuff, maybe move the relays there that go to the fuel pump. I'm gonna clean it up so I can put all the trim in and make it look stock again in here. So not that exciting, but figured I'd show you the before I get too started and too far along in here. All right, got the heavy lifting done. I got those side pieces in, had to trim a little bit for my relays here and cut a hole so it goes up here by the mount for the shocks, but that fits pretty well. Moved my air tank from here over to there and bolted it down. Move my fuse block over to there, so now everything reaches. Put my air lines back up, so now it's as simple as putting in the cardboard piece, making sure it fits and trim it, and then the carpet, maybe have to trim around there, and then I've got a piece that goes on the back of here to finish this off, so it should look a lot different when I show it to you next. And here it is. Looks like a trunk space again, doesn't it? Not bad for race car stuff. And I decided not to cut the mat here and just flip it over to the tank so I can pull it down if I need to check pressures and all that. So I don't know, I might trim it and slide it under there and all that, but for now I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. It kind of makes it stealthy and hide stuff, but that's it. Pretty quick video, just showing you, making it more of a functional looking and driving street car.